After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Set to kick off.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Ryan on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Falcons.
Now, Ryan on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's Bird to return. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at
certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's caught. Nelson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's complete. Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Like 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Taken in the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And 5.
They're going option play on third down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Jared Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so front.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
We saw plenty of this at Oregon last year. Justin Herbert not afraid to show off the big arm.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Falcons 9.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. Chargers touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 0. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Chargers.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right. At the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Ryan flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. He got 29 yards that time. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run here with Balaj. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. He'll get the first down and more and send him to 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. On second and 12, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Play action, Ryan. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it with Balaj. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Balaj. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Now Balaj. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Drew Kaiser now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. .33 yards is the distance. On the punt there, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's third down.
They'll run it again with Smith. They find some open field here. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 11. Again, it's Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A first down carry for Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Smith. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
A 43-yard attempt.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.